we're headed to the farm, and the dog is a little excited.
Yep.
Sasha, ready to be a farm dog?
She's ready to be a farm dog. I got my hillbilly farming clothes on. Hi everybody, I'm Steve, I'm Kim's husband, and we are resurrecting an old produce farm. It's actually this is where I grew up at as a child, and my grandparents were pretty well known as the Hubbards, Mother Hubbards. So we're kind of trying to resurrect this thing and bring it all back again. And right now out here we have a lot of wildlife. You will lose a garden very fast if you don't have it protected. So we are putting up a fence around this. This is a no-dig garden, if you can dig it. And so
if they're gonna get to know you, they're gonna get to know that you're full of puns. You're very punny.
I'm full of something, which is gonna make our garden grow great. So what I'm gonna do right here, Kim and I have already walked out and we set up these stakes, which what you can do with that is you can take some long pieces of rebar and then just cut them down to about 2 feet, something like that, maybe 3 feet, depending on your soil. If it's real hard, soft, whatever. Because what we're gonna do, we've already walked, we just lined it out. I mean, we're not doing brain surgery obviously here right now, but what I'm gonna do is we've already laid out the garden where we want it. So right now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put the string line and run it down through here, and then after I lay the string line out around the garden, I'm going to come back in with our T-posts that we're going to put this fence up with, and we're going to put them out every so far, and I'm going to put them up against the string line to make sure that it's, you know, fairly straight. All right, well, I got my handy little stick right here with the counter on it. You can put them anywhere from 8, 10, 12 feet. We're gonna go about every 12 since we're putting out so many, or so much fence. And I'm in no means a expert on this. This is stuff I've seen done and have done a few times. So now I got my string line laid out. It looks pretty straight. And I'm gonna lay out my T-posts now and get them in the ground. I'm going to put the smooth side back up against the string, and so I'll be back with you in just a little bit after I get these drove. House. He's been really respectful and super nice to me. He cried his eyes out at me when we lost that time. Oh, boy. Talked about my dad. He loved that time. So I thought they would be all nice to do something nice for him. Sasha, no. Yeah, that's 58 now. 58. I think all the rest of them are like 56. 56. That's alright, it won't take long. Maybe I'll make the gate right here anyways.
How's it going?
It's going good.
Good.
You know,
it looks nice and straight.
This is not something I do all the time. Using the string line for this really helps out a lot. It does help you keep a straight line. I want to get real technical. I'll come back later on with a mallet or small sledge, and I'll probably tap down, get these posts level, or kind of same. I guess it really don't matter. It all depends on how particular you are or whatever. But
so I have a serious question for you.
Yeah.
How much better would it have been if your wife would have ordered the correct number of corner post kits?
Hey, you know what? It's all trial and error. That's the biggest thing on do-it-yourself. So if you can watch somebody else and learn by their errors, that's what this is all about. So
yeah, pay attention to what you're buying. I happened to buy like a third of what we needed.
And that's all part of it. Like right now, when I first started, I was using a hand level, trying to make sure it was all level. And at the end, it was just like, you have to remind yourself you're just putting up a fence to keep deer out. You're not making
Don't be so
brain
extra.
surgery.
Don't be so extra.
It's being a little bit extra.
So what I'm doing here is just laying the cardboard down, overlapping it so that the sun can't get through, and laying the compost on top. The part that stinks is you have to take the tape off the boxes. So here we go. So I keep a bucket, which actually is not right next to me at the moment, of course, but I keep a bucket nearby and just tear the tape off. Stick that in my pocket for now. Just get the tape off because obviously that's not going to biodegrade and worms aren't going to eat it, so just take the tape off, pop the seams. Oh, there's a big piece I forgot. And then overlap it. Now you can go over or under. Doesn't really matter. Under is a little bit easier for pulling the compost over so that it doesn't scoot. And if I was doing this faster and not recording, I would probably just stand up and use the hoe, but you just pull your compost over, break up any big chunks. I think this is a nice big chunk here. And just cover up the cardboard. When you're first setting it up, want it about 3 to 4 inches deep. Ideally, I would love to do 6 inches deep, but this is a 90,000 square foot garden and we don't have quite that much compost. So it's time consuming. The cardboard we just went to stores and asked if we could take the cardboard from the back. Their garbage basically, because they always separate it out. Most stores recycle. But the stores we've been to, we only had one to say no, which is a little weird. They acted all put out about it, but people are under a lot of pressure right now, so we're not going to take it personally. But we just asked for basically their garbage, and it's a free resource. It just costs you time to, take all the tape and stuff off. But the time spent now will save us from weeding in the future. So I'm down with working smarter and not harder. So it's a couple days later. We had some torrential downpours, and I'll show you where we're at with the fence. Steve and his friend are finishing it up now for us, who we lovingly refer to as Carcass. So I'll show you where we're at. Almost all of the posts are in. Steve's putting the final few in now. But with all of the rain we had, it's quite wet. So we ended up going with the wood post because the corner hardware was a little expensive, and for what we needed, it was cheaper just to get some outdoor posts.
And in my opinion, more secure.
Yeah.
And actually better looking too. more eye pleasing.
How far deep do you have to dig that?
I'm going down 2 feet to the water table. Yeah, you really can't go much further after that. Yeah, that's fine. Usually you can measure on your post hole diggers about 2 feet, know where you're going, or you could go 3 feet. I'm bracing these, so it really doesn't matter, and we're not trying to keep a herd of buffaloes in here. And I really highly suggest that everyone get themselves some post hole diggers, just for the fact that you can say you have your PhD.
Nice dad joke.
Well, yeah, a little gardener joke there for you.
No water.
See, we're getting in the wet stuff. There's the sandy. Sun is slow up here now.
Oh yeah, water's spilling in. Let's see if I can get that. Can't really see it on camera too much, but yeah, the water's just filling right in the hole.
Yeah, get in there, camera guy.
So I am going to get back to this long and tedious process of laying down all this cardboard and putting the compost in. This is putting us behind a little bit with all the rain. I do have plants started at home in trays. We'll see how that goes. Well, it's day 3 or 4. I don't know. I lost track. Steve and one of our friends are getting ready to string the fence, so I'll show you where we're at. Okay, so I'm not going to record them working right now. Our one friend does not want to appear on video, and I completely respect that. So the corner posts are getting installed right now, and then we'll start stringing the fence. This is taking a lot longer than I thought, which is a little frustrating because I really can't start planting stuff until we protect the garden. I'm building a very small, I guess it's not very small, but in conjunction with the garden it's small, raised bed, just so the root vegetables that I plant have a little room to go down, because this is going to take a while for the cardboard to actually disintegrate enough that root veggies can get down to the soil below. So in order to get going with vegetables this year, I put this up. Now at the end of the year I'll probably take the bricks down and just have a nice raised bed. But for now the bricks are there just to kind of hold the compost in place. So this is where the gate's going to go up, and they just set the post. They're a little worried about stringing the fence without letting the post sit for a day or so, but I don't know. I don't know if my fence is ever going up at this point. So we're out here working on the farm, and we discovered that we have a bird that tweets "Sunshine of Your Love"
By Cream.
He's
doing it right now. Where you at? I need my cream partner here.
Right. Okay, so it's hard to get us both in a video. I'm 5'4" and he's 6'8". But we have the fence up. I'm putting some.
Let's walk over here where we can hear the bird better.
Okay. I'm putting up some actually chicken netting to try to get the smaller critters out. And then Steve's going to come back through and protect it from deer. And we'll show you when we get there. He's obsessed with this bird now.
It's got good rhythm. Come on, let's hear it. Yeah, there it is. He's got it. It's an Eric Clapton bird.
So it's been about a week, but because of all the rain and stuff going on, it's been delaying us. But Steve got the fence up about 3 or 4 days ago. Finally finished it off.
I wonder if that's where Cream got that song from, was a bird that chirps like that.
Right. Of course. Now Dave comes with the lawnmower. Steve got the fence up, the gate put on. I'm putting the netting around the bottom to try to keep the small critters on. That'll eventually have to get dug in. I'm just getting it up right now so that we can get this compost spread and the garden planted, because it is Memorial Day weekend. We bought this chipper shredder. I really wanted the one from Harbor Freight, but of course they were sold out. Anyway, keeps debris from flying up at you. It's supposed to take up to 3-inch branches. So we got a tarp set up here to collect the wood chips. And I'm going to continue on. I'm almost done putting the string in the chicken netting up. But really, there's a lot of small critters out here. Mainly I'm trying to keep out the rabbits because squirrels can climb, gophers and moles. As you can see, we have out here a significant amount, which we'll be setting up traps, but it's coming along. He's still whistling to the bird. The funny thing about my husband is he's actually the lead singer of a band. He's been a lead singer for quite a few years, but he whistles in the shower. He doesn't sing in the shower. So are you excited to use your new wood chipper?
Oh, I can't wait. cannot wait.
Whoa. That's that's one way to do it.
Yeah.
We have a lot of junk trees out here, a lot of tree of heaven. Honey, there's a widowmaker up there too. The ticks we're finding are very bad right now, so we've hosed down. The dog is not out here today. I want to get her her most recent treatment of flea
You
and
gotta be
tick
real
stuff.
careful too, because as I'm grabbing this up, I'm looking, and look what we got all over here.
Oh, I told you the poison ivy was coming up.
Oh my goodness, I'm itching just looking at it.
Steve's very allergic to poison ivy.
Yes, it's scaring me.